for the service that Levi will now share.
Shakespeare's sonnet number 116. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alterations find, or bends to remove or to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempest and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth unknown, although his height be taken. Love is not time's fool. Though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come, love alters not with brief hours and weeks, but bears it out, even to the edge of doom. If this be error and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved. Now a poem by J.R.R. Tolkien to his wife, Edith. Lo, young we are, and yet have stood like planted hearts in the great sun of love, so long. As two fair trees in woodland or in open dale stand utterly entwined, and breathe the airs, and suck the very life together. We have become as one, deep-rooted in the soil of life, entangled in its sweet growth. Thank you, you two. Thank you, Levi.
Well, dear Dessa and dear Ben, with your parents and with the both of you, I can say it's an incredible privilege for me to be standing with you here today. I've not met many couples as complimentary to one another as Dessa and Ben. Not in the "oh hey, your hair looks great" sense, but in the way that these two unintentionally and effortlessly complete each other. Just for a quick example, let me take you back to Baraboo, Wisconsin, 2016. Dessa and Ben had both agreed to meet at a bar, brothers, for the first time to grab a drink and to get acquainted. Ben, being the cavalier fashionista he is, made the safe first date decision and told Dessa she'd know who he was because he'd be wearing orange pants. I know we're wearing orange today, but it wasn't this beautiful hue of burnt orange. These were more of a pumpkin orange. I've seen them. It was a bold decision, to say the least. Being the kind and accepting person she is, Dessa didn't bat an eye. In fact, she was enthusiastic in her response that she would be carrying an orange purse, so they'd be sure to spot each other. Now, I don't know for sure, but I feel like most people in the room today know the affinity that these two share for all facets of nerddom. And the little detail that Dessa left out was that her purse was not just orange, it was BB-8, a droid from the newest Star Wars movie. The irony of the situation being, she didn't know if Ben would understand the reference and was worried about scaring him off being a bit too nerdy off the bat. The two met, drinks were had, and I think it was apparent from day one that they had an instant connection. We probably could have held this ceremony that night. But almost 4 years, several Renaissance fairs, a few cat adoptions later, we finally arrived at this moment. Dessa, getting to know you over the last few years has been an absolute joy. From the time I met you, I knew you were someone special. I could feel your warmth, and whether or not you both knew it at the time, I could see the love you had for each other. When I heard you were coming to California with Ben for a vacation, I was so thrilled because I knew it meant you were serious about each other and I'd be able to spend some quality time with you. And when I heard that Ben was going to propose on that trip, I was through the moon. I knew that much like Indiana Jones, Ben had chosen wisely. You are one of the kindest people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing, and I can't think of anyone better suited for this man right here. Ben, you and I have known each other the majority of our lives. We've been through a lot together, from car rides to University of Dubuque summer camp as kids, when we thought the sign for Dickeyville, Wisconsin was possibly the funniest thing on the face of the earth. More sleepless nights than I'm willing to admit to. We should have been studying for humanities, but stayed up playing Call of Duty instead. And even that stray cat we let stay in our apartment for a few days at Gold Falls. But through it all, it's been amazing to see you grow into the man standing here today. From the boy who refused to wear anything but shorts and Nintendo shirts, even in the dead of winter, to the guy on the first date in orange pants, to this man here today, in the three-piece suit, promising your life to what can only be described as your soulmate. As this is a new beginning for the both of you, I'd like to offer you some gentle reminders as you undertake this lifelong task of living and growing together. People can make all sorts of promises and then not stick it out. But marriage isn't something that you just stick out. It's a risk you take together. You don't just promise it once, you have to promise it every day. You have to know that the person you're making this promise to is going to change, and you have to accept that. When you disagree, do it respectfully, be gentle and forgiving with each other, share the joy that's in your heart and the sorrows that burden your soul. The dark times will pass, a new day will come, and when the sun shines, it will shine out the clearer. Alan Watts tells us that happiness will not consist of solid and substantial realities, but of such abstract and superficial things as hopes, assurances, and promises. Now today, the couple have both prepared their own vows, their own promises to one another. And it is with these words that you express your intent to love, honor, and cherish each other. And if you are ready to make these promises, I invite you now to declare your intentions. Ben, when you are ready, you may begin.
Dessa, standing up here with you is one of the happiest moments in an ocean of happy moments with you. I can hardly believe I get to spend the rest of my life with you, having all these adventures. From the moment we met, you carrying your BB-8 purse and me in my orange pants, I knew you were different. I felt serenity when I held you in my arms. I felt a connection to you that made me feel complete. It was almost impossible to verbalize my love for you because the words seemed to fail me when I tried. I love you more and more for every moment, every day. You are unequivocally the most beautiful, compassionate, and generous person I have the honor of sharing this life with. So here, in front of family and friends, I vow my love for you to you. I vow to be your shield to protect you from unhappiness and strife, to be your sword to destroy your unhappiness, to destroy your challenges, to be your banner to encourage and to support you. And I vow to be your guide to help you along your path of life. I vow to give you the best life I can, to be there to make you smile when you need to smile, to be there when you need to vent, and to keep you safe and warm. You are my favorite and best one. And I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone. I love you, Dessa, each and every day.
And Dessa, when you are ready, you may begin.
Hello, sweetie. Benjamin, my dearest one, I love you. From the first time that I had ever met you, it had felt like I had come home after a long journey. Being loved by you has made me feel like a forest bursting into bloom after the long sleep of winter. I have grown under your love, and it has emboldened all my hopes for the future, and I cannot wait to share my life with you. Now, in the presence of all our loved ones, I pledge myself to you and ask you to join me on the adventure. I cannot promise that it will be easy, but I promise that you won't have to go alone. I will be there to laugh with you and encourage you. I will be there to comfort you and to carry your burdens. Most importantly, I vow to love you, just as you are, without seeking to change you. Even when it takes you 7 to 10 business days to fold the laundry. I could not ask for a better partner. We have built a beautiful life together. I cannot wait to see what else is in store for us. as the years pass, I will grow and change with you. We will grow together, but the love I have will remain the same.
So now to make it official. Ben, with these words, do you take this woman to be your wedded wife, to have and to hold until the end of your days?
I do.
And Dessa, with these words, do you take this man to be your wedded husband, to have and to hold until the end of your days?
I do.
May we have the rings? Ben, you're up first. So Ben, as you place this ring on Dessa's finger, please repeat after me. I give this ring to you,
I give this ring to you,
my beloved, my friend, my wife.
my beloved, my friend, my wife.
Wear it and think of me,
Wear it and think of me,
and know that I love you.
and know that I love you.
And Dessa, as you place this ring on Ben's finger, please repeat after me. I give this ring to you,
I give this ring to you,
my beloved, my friend, my husband.
my beloved, my friend, my husband.
Wear it and think of me,
Wear it and think of me,
and know that I love you.
and know that I love you.
Well, you know what? I think that just about does it. So, by the power vested in me by the great state of Wisconsin and the Church of the Latter-day Duke, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss. Okay, everyone, just a few quick bits of information before we send these lovers off down the aisle. There is going to be a receiving line with the happy couple directly in the hallway to my left here after the ceremony. Ben and Dessa are going to spend about 30 minutes greeting guests before joining the reception. Everyone's invited to join the reception right away. It'll be in this room here and in the bar off to our right. We've got dinner starting about an hour in the dining room. Just a please quick note, tables 1 through 3 are reserved for family and the bridal party. Go ahead and pace yourselves. We're going to be running this party until midnight. Wonderful, awesome. On behalf of the happy couple, I would love to thank everyone for attending the ceremony this afternoon. I hope you're looking forward to a wonderful evening. Eat, drink, party with us, and help us celebrate this beautiful union we bear witness to today. Now, without further ado, it is my immense pleasure to introduce to you, for the first time as a married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin and Dessa McClintock.